Okay, it's going to be at about 3. Make a note because I'm doing a marathon. I need to know when these things start. So when I go back and highlight to get the stuff for to submit them to speedrun.com, everything is I can find them more easier. Okay, and
Mars. I always thought of it as a romantic place.
Let's go. Okay, I forgot about these load screens. Okay,
Second
for real
work
this
shift
time.
has ended. Miners return to barracks.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I guess it looks
You're
right.
Dead, traitor! Help! Help!
I've been playing it in widescreen for so long, it's been a while.
Additional security required in Mine Sector M4. Disturbance in Mine Sector M4. Code Yellow alert.
Miners, this is Eos, leader of the Red Faction. Our time has come. Workers in Mine M4 have started the rebellion. They're fighting and dying for you as I speak. Find the Red Faction members among you. Join us and strike back at Ultor. Together we can...
All miners are ordered to ignore unauthorized announcements and return to their barracks.
Yeah, these load screens are long. Even relative to other PlayStation 2 games, I think.
Code Red alert in Mine M4. Security level 2 response
Just
required.
you and me, miner!
Code Red emergency in Mine M4. Security level 1 response required.
Heads up!
Yeah, I think the load screens are faster in Red Faction too.
Remember every dead miner, every injustice, and strike back.
Code Red emergency
The Red
in
Faction will
Mine
lead you to
M4.
freedom.
Security level 1 response required.
Well, actually, we'll see in about an hour and change.
Parker, you don't know me, but my name's Hendrix and I want to help you. I'm a security technician with Ultor. I have my own reasons for hating them. To help you. I've been watching the riots on security monitors. You're the only miner from M4 to make it this far. Be careful, Parker. Ultor's rushing forces in to block the mines and keep the rebellion from spreading.
Try it, miner!
Attention all personnel. Mine M4 will be sealed in 5 minutes. All personnel are required to evacuate immediately.
Yeah, I've been playing, most recently I've been playing this on PlayStation, or excuse me, on PC, which is a lot more, looks a lot better than this. understandably.
I don't deserve Need help here. Die, miner.
Oh wow, yeah, it's a good game. Red Faction 1. It's probably my second favorite game of all time after Last of Us. It's available on PC. You can still buy the PlayStation 2 discs on eBay, and it's available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 through the
If I can reach someone
PlayStation
in the red
Network.
faction,
It's
Security
on
to
there.
Minor Barracks C2. Security to Barracks C2.
It's pretty cheap on PC.
Hold it, miner.
I think I got it for $5 or less on PC. But if you do buy it for PC, you should know it does not run very well. Oh, I need to split. It does not run very well without something called Dash Faction, which is available on factionfiles.com. It's kind of like DS Fix for Dark Souls.
If it's not blocked.
It's an older game, so it doesn't run well or have
The escaping miners came this way too. The
quality
elevators
of
up ahead
life
were destroyed.
settings
You will have to climb up.
without Dash Faction.
Help! Help! You're hearing things. Don't shoot, I'm unarmed.
I would say though that me saying Red Faction 1 is my second favorite game, that's with a lot of nostalgia.
Stop right.
Glasses on or whatever.
Die, scum.
I think it's a very good game, but I'm biased because
Heads up.
this is one of my main games I had as a kid
You win. You
that I
win.
played again and again and again. Gotta remember to split sometimes. The timer for the individual levels isn't showing, but that's okay. It's not how I would prefer it to be, but
Don't shoot, I'm unarmed.
Code Red Alert.
It's the overall
Disturbance in
timer.
Docking Bay 2. Security response required.
Game's over, scum!
Oh, Ratchet and Clank. I never played that, but I know there's a lot of people really like that
Hurry,
game.
Parker. The miners are at the shuttle.
Intruders in Docking Bay 2. Security to Docking Bay 2.
Do this to try to get that guard in
There they
that
go.
room to come
If
out
only you'd been
here,
faster.
which decreases the chances of him. Oh, hey, Marky Mark. Thanks for the raid. I am doing what I call Red Friday. I am doing a marathon of a whole bunch of different Red Faction games. So right now we are
Maybe being
speedrunning
slow isn't such
Red
a bad
Faction
thing.
1 and Red Faction 2 on PlayStation 2 back to
That
back.
explosion blew out the docking bay door. Before you can enter, you need to activate the emergency doors from the control room.
Payback time!
That did it. Once the docking bay is pressurized,
That's my first
the
raid I think
containment
I've
door
ever
will
had.
retract.
Definitely check out Marky Mark. He does some program
Security
called
breach in geothermal plant number
Mornings
4.
with Mark,
Additional units
and it's
requested.
very chill stream. He plays a lot of indie games, so it's cool to see different games that maybe you've never seen before. Usually comes on at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'd shout you out, but to be honest, I don't know how, and I'm also speedrunning, so. But thank you. Thanks for the raid.
Stop right there. Heads up.
Yeah, thanks, Marky. Mark. I've not run Red Faction on PlayStation 2 in a while. But it's the same as PlayStation 4 or 5. It's the same game, it's just doesn't look as pretty. This run's going pretty well. As you can see, the load screens are really long, but this is the first time I've actually run this.
The elevator ahead
So
should
I'm
take
not
you
really
down to
going
level
for a
N17,
world record or
fairly close
anything
to the
because
Red
no one
Faction
else
base.
has ever run this on PlayStation yet.
All
A good friend in the Red Faction community called
to return to
Intarth
their barracks for the
has
duration
run
of the
it on
disturbances.
PC, but the games are different enough that they don't really compare them side by side. So this will be the first PlayStation first generation run.
There are squads of miners somewhere ahead of
The
you,
load
Parker.
screens
Try to link up
I
with
don't
them.
think will count. Intarth didn't count them in his run, so and it should be on the same board, so the load screens probably don't count towards the time. But that also means that I have to put
Careful
the whole
down here,
run
Parker.
into a video
This
editor
mine section was abandoned years
and
ago, and it's
remove
not too
all the
stable.
load screens to get the LRT time, the load removed time, which is a bit of a hassle, but I'm more used to it now.
Get over here! Oh! Hey! Oh! Oh!
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, Red Faction 1 is my second
Parker,
favorite
we need your
game
help.
of all
We're
time,
trying
but
to
like
knock
I
out an
told
Ultor geothermal power plant in this.
Jade, it's
If
because
the power's knocked out, we can
it
launch
was
a major attack.
a game
But
that I
our
had as a
squads are
kid,
running into
and I
stiff
played it over and
resistance.
over and over again.
If
So
you can help them take
there's
out
a
the
lot of
power plant,
nostalgia
I can
there,
send more
and so
miners
that's
up to
why I
join you.
wanted to run it. That's what made me want to start speedrunning. That's a cool little trick there. Obviously, or not obviously, but I did not invent that trick. But I like doing it. So it's one of very few games that I can play over and over and over and over and again and not get tired of it, not get burned out.
There's a route past the old rock crusher that should get you to the
So
power.
I think it's a good game for me, at least, to speedrun. And it's got a really good community, really cool community. The person who was ahead of me, I have the world record now for PlayStation, Red Faction 1 PlayStation times, but the person who was ahead of me for a long time, Intarth, actually helped me, learn a whole bunch of the tricks. He gave me tips and stuff on how to, make my runs faster. So a lot of cool people in the Red Faction community at Faction Files Discord. Lots of mods too for Red Faction 1 on PC, which is cool. people have made their own full games. Web speedrunning communities are cool. Yeah, they're very nice in that community. We all share strats and stuff, even when it's might lead to our times being beaten. That's just how it works in that community, so that's really
All
cool.
miners report to the nearest guard station. You will not be harmed.
Red Faction 2 actually has a bit of a race going on over the last couple months. There's a new runner called Pieces of Candy who's a really nice guy. Also shares his, tricks and stuff. Oh, I am way in the wrong split. That's okay, though. It's really only the first and last splits that matter.
Die, scum!
Don't hurt me.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Pieces of Candy came kind of out of nowhere and started running Red Faction 2. He's got most, if not all, of the individual level speedrun records, and he is currently second on the leaderboard to Kimon, who is a Swiss player who is just amazing at Red Faction 2. Also interesting, it's the only game that he speedruns, Kimon. Kimon only runs Red Faction 2, which is kind of odd, or different, I guess. Not odd, because a lot of speedrunners speedrun a lot of different games, especially when they're especially good at speedrunning, but he only does Red Faction 2.
Repeat, code red conditions are in
Water
effect.
control, water reclamation,
Water
water
intake
control,
exceeding outflow.
I do
Turbine
not like
chambers flooding.
screen shake. Oops.
Over here! Help! Guards!
Lava flow exceeding safe operational parameters.
Not super used to this right analog stick for aiming. It's obviously different than my DualSense. For for PlayStation 2, I run on a GameStop branded PlayStation 2 controller because DualShock 2s are too expensive if you buy them new, and if you buy them used, you never know if they're going to work.
Additional security needed in
So,
geothermal plant
Detective
number
and
4.
I bought
control
this
room is
one
on our side.
old stock,
Once
new in
you've
box,
sabotaged the
I
other
guess you'd
forces
call
in
it.
Geothermal
Get in there and
plant
you'll
number
know what
4.
to do.
Apprehend or neutralize immediately.
Destroy both power stations.
For $20,
That'll force even more water into the
whereas I
system.
think it would be like 50 or
Geothermal
more
plant
for
turbines
a
overloaded. Shut down all systems immediately.
genuine DualShock 2.
You see that button? You have to press it while I press this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Move in!
Turbine
Kimon
chamber
also has the
pressure
distinction in Red
levels
Faction
are
2.
not
His
more
run
than
is the
imminent.
only one that's been able to get done in less than
Geothermal plant
an hour.
inoperative. Containment shields in
It's
place.
59, I think it's 59 minutes, 59 seconds, point something. So it's close, but that's a big distinction to be able to get under an hour. And it's not like no one else has tried, because I think Intarth is third, and Grant, who is the world record holder for Red Faction 1, has tried, and Pieces of Candy has tried, and no one's been able to beat his time yet. It's I forget how old it is.
Over here! Help!
His time.
Guards!
How long he's held the world record.
Please! Need help
Can
here!
100% attest to buying brand new DualShock controllers. Dummy, hard to come by cheap. Yeah. That's why I had a GameStop controller, and the only thing that was wrong with it was the pads had worn off of the analog sticks, so it wasn't super comfortable. But otherwise, it works really well. Probably not as good as a DualShock 2, but it works. Even some third-party PlayStation 2 controllers are expensive. The best one that people say is the best one is the
Ultor has
Logitech
an underwater
Action,
lab somewhere down
and
there. If
you
you
can't
can
get
get
those for
inside,
like
I've got a job for you.
you can't get them new for like unless I think they're about the same price as DualShock 2s. And if you get them used, you never know if they're going to work. That's the problem with hardware this old. It's weird to say that the PlayStation 2 is old, because I remember when it came out.
You should see the research center in the cavern ahead.
Yeah. Like my Super Nintendo, I have a Super Nintendo also, and I don't remember when that came out. I remember playing it as a kid, but I don't remember. I don't remember
There's a
getting
miner
it,
waiting for you by the stairs to admin.
and I don't
Put
remember
on the
it
suit
coming
he
out.
gives you. It's the only way you'll reach Griffin.
We briefly had some kind of an Atari too, but I was too young
Parker, got a monkey suit
to
for
play
you,
it.
Parker. Put it on and keep it on. Give me your weapons. They're too
Too
bulky
young.
to carry.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
are
I
not
ever played it
authorized for entry
Take the
to this
silence
area.
pistol.
unless they
Access
gave me like
denied.
a
Under your
controller
suit.
that
Use it only when you
Oops.
absolutely have to.
wasn't plugged in or something. Oh, I think we're on the right. Yeah, the right split.
This is a high security area. Be careful. Keep your weapon
I'm
hidden.
gonna try
and
to
don't
do
get
this
too close to
stealthy,
anyone.
which is not actually the
Watch out for
fastest
cameras.
way, I don't
If
think.
you get too
but
close, the tech monitoring might recognize you.
let's see what I can do.
And if you have to kill someone, hide the body.
What's been eating Griffin lately?
I don't know. Something's up.
Think it's the miners' strike?
Remember, Parker, we want
No,
Griffin
that's under
alive.
control. Something else.
You're that miner.
Miners
not.
are
You didn't see
dying of the
anything.
plague
Security
down here.
breach in
Gotta look to get some lunch, but I appreciate being able to raid. Oh, well, thanks. Have a good lunch. Thanks for raiding, and thanks for being here.
security
Take the lower
breach in
hallway that leads to
administration.
the left.
Additional
I have a
units
surprise for you,
requested.
but hurry up.
Don't shoot.
Parker, do you...
It's creepy having all
I'm
these
sending a
guards
squad
around.
to
What
meet
if
you
they
and
get
bring
away?
Griffin down here.
Oops.
I don't deserve to.
So, just out of comparison, my world record, or not, yeah, well, my world record time on PlayStation 5 is
Security breach in
106
administration.
point something.
Additional units
106,
Very
requested.
tight.
1 hour,
Security
6
breach in
minutes,
administration. Additional units
and
requested.
I don't remember the seconds.
Security breach in administration. Additional units
Wait,
requested.
you can't go in there.
Don't shoot.
Okay, can't skip cutscenes on PlayStation.
You're Griffin, right? Deputy Administrator Griffin? Yes. Why do I need your
But
help?
this will
I'm the one with the
be
gun.
considerably
I have
longer
vital
since it's
information.
PlayStation 2.
You must take me to EOS. What do you know about EOS?
Um,
Tor knows all about her.
And PC, I think my
This
time
whole thing
is
You must take me to her. What do you mean
58
they set
something?
this whole thing up? No time to explain. Take me to EOS.
not super
I'll tell her
comfy with a
everything I
keyboard
know.
yet.
Explain it to me first.
So I'm not super
I'll tell you
competitive
what I
on the
can
PC
More
version of
guards are going to show up soon.
Red Faction 1.
I'm right behind you. Betray
Okay,
me
I'm
or
gonna
try to
save
run,
here,
and you'll be the first to
because
die.
if Griffin dies, the run
Put that gun
dies.
away. If the
And
guards
we
see you,
both
they
of us will be
both
getting
die.
shot at.
You lead the way. You've got the gun.
Security breach in administration. Additional units requested.
On easy, pretty much all of the guards have stormtrooper aim, which is to say, not very good aim. Speaking of stormtrooper aim, I recently ordered the original trilogy of Star Wars on Blu-ray. So excited to finally watch that in HD.
Stay here.
It's been a long time. I have it on VHS, but that's the only version I have right now is on VHS.
Okay, move.
Die, scum!
Okay, this is gonna be a little weird. I know how to do it on PlayStation 5 pretty quickly, but it's been a long time since I've done this on PlayStation 2. So you're supposed to go a circuitous way to turn off this force field, but every time that you save and when you load your save, it pushes you forward. So it's supposed to push, if you do this right, it pushes you through the force field. So you can get to the next part of the level without turning off the force field. Let's see if I get it. I did, first try. A lot of times I don't get that first try on PlayStation 5. Any of these tricks, by the way, that I talk about, I did not discover them. I just benefit from other people having discovered them. You come over here, so Griffin comes into this room faster. Yep, like that. And then you come up here, and you gotta kill these guys, because if you don't kill them, when you try to go into the next part of the level, they'll come in behind you and shoot at Griffin and possibly kill him, which
There's a checkpoint ahead.
kills the run. I've told this story before in other streams,
Looks like you'll have
but
to blast through.
Like I said, Red Faction 1 was my favorite game growing up, or my go-to game, and one summer, one night, I decided I'm gonna beat the whole game in one sitting. I don't know if I even knew speedruns were a thing, but I wasn't trying to do it quickly. I was just trying to beat it within the 8 hours of that night, because I, like a lot of American teenagers, would stay up way too late in the summer, and so let me save again real quick, because he can die in this part too. So I stayed up to play the game, and obviously I didn't know all these tricks, and I got to one point. I don't remember what point exactly, but
For the fighter!
I got to one point, having not died yet, and I died to whatever it was, and I found out I hadn't saved the entire time I'd been playing. And it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. So that was dead. That did not work. I'd been playing probably since like 10 p.m. So like 5 hours or so or whatever, and hadn't saved a single time. And Red Faction 1, it doesn't autosave at all at any point. But that's just a funny story I remember about this game. Having trouble beating it in a single night, and now I beat it in less than an hour, 20 minutes. back here, and that makes this guy spawn. You don't have to kill all of these guards, but the one with the assault rifle that I killed right before the one with the rocket launcher, he, if you kill him, that's this trigger for this cutscene. Oh, I'm on the wrong split. I say it a lot in my runs because I forget to split a lot, but it's really only the first split and the last split that matter.
This is Alto's main trash disposal facility.
Okay, I'm going to save here because saving and loading at this point helps, not there, helps the game work correctly, the scripting work correctly. And load. At least on PC. I've never done it on PlayStation, but hopefully it works, because this is a little bit of a janky part of the game.
I can't see Orion's group on my monitors anymore. That's an Alto personnel suppression combat. I didn't know they had any on Mars.
Pick up that submachine ammo. And you come over here and pick up the rocket launchers. Rocket launcher and rockets, I mean. And then you drop down on the other side. And then you just dump some bullets into this guy. He is coded to be invulnerable, like you cannot destroy him.
There's a disposal pit.
Yeah, there we go. If you save load, Hendrix says that faster, which helps get this guy in here, which has the environmental thing that kills him. Push him down into the incinerator using that super powered thing, apparently. And there we go, he's dead. And this is another long cutscene.
Yeah, Parker. Great job. You can pose for pictures later. We gotta keep moving.
Shut up, Weasel. If
So
Eos
that
didn't want you, you'd be dead
thing
by
of
now.
getting him into that
I'll
pit
decide when
takes
it's time to
forever
go.
sometimes if you don't save load. For
Okay,
whatever reason, the
let's
scripting
go.
just won't work. You'll just keep
Buffett, I'm not
putting
carrying
bullets
your
in
sorry
him,
butt anymore.
and it just won't go to where he has like a leashing thing where he won't start coming into the incinerator room
Parker, Griffin, over
until
here.
a certain thing happens.
We're here to take Griffin to Eos.
Thank God.
Well, whatever. Let's get moving before security
So that was
shows
good.
up.
That was a good split of that.
Not you, Parker. Just the Weasel here. Eos will contact you.
Well, thanks, Parker. And good luck. And hey, don't you start calling me Weasel, too. Great. Screwed again.
Okay, and then a little trick here. Okay, the incinerator door is open. You jump out the window and grab onto the ladder, and you don't get any damage. Even though that does not
you're
make
not
sense
far from Alter's science and medical labs.
based on regular physics.
You're somewhere above the med labs now, Parker.
Stop right there!
Hey, Parker, this told us a lot more than we ever wanted to know about. You have to grab K-Pick.
Unfortunately, I
He's the
forgot
key
to turn
the whole-
vibration off
Don't
on my
kill him.
controller.
Hundreds of mine-
I don't like vibration being on for guns. I don't mind it for environment, but the controller constantly vibrating, not my favorite. It was cool at the time, but I usually turn it off in most scenes. In fact, I used to mod my DualShock 4s and rip out the rumble motors, which was really bad for Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. When you use the decode parts, the rumble tells you that you have whatever it is correct.
Parker,
So I had to do those
There's a security
pretty
door
much
you have to pass to
blind,
reach
so to
K-Pack's
speak.
lab. Medical lab
Don't shoot
should have a passcode. It's all
But otherwise, I
Security
don't
breach
like
in science labs. Additional units
You
requested.
need it for that, but for that game, but I don't like Rumble. This run's gone pretty well so far.
Just go away.
I'm in the wrong split.
Die! Oh!
Dual Senses are on sale, by the way, right now. If you have a PlayStation 5 for $50. They're regularly 70 something. My wife asked me if I needed another one, but I've been really lucky. My PlayStation 5 controller has given me absolutely no problems. I've heard people have trouble with stick drift and all that. I haven't been especially
What's that mean, you heavyweight freak? These troubles have given me the perfect excuse
gentle
to
with it.
accelerate
You know,
my
I'm not spiking it on the
experiments.
ground or anything,
Who
but
will notice a few more
I'm
vanished miners
not
in all
especially
this
gentle with it, and it has had no problems since I got my PlayStation 5.
Die, K-Pack.
Congratulations, Parker. You were the first to see my nanotech shield in action.
We're coming up on one of the best faces in PlayStation 2
Now I must return to my
cutscene
work.
history,
Enjoy what little time you have
in my
left,
opinion.
you and your friends.
Courtesy of Parker. Right here. Just let my jaw hang down and keep shooting. That's a bit of a meme in the Red Faction community. That face. I want the submachine gun. Okay, and
K-Pack
split.
headed out that way, Parker.
Yes, in the correct split now.
I can't see into this area. There aren't any security cameras here.
Die, scum!
These things are aliens. Didn't know that when I played back in the day. Didn't know that until I played Red Faction Armageddon, which kind of explains the lore behind them.
I see you, Parker. I will deal with you later.
I thought that K-Tech invented them somehow,
Perhaps you might even be
like
persuaded to
splicing
join one
genes
of
or
my
whatever, but no,
experiments.
they're Martian aliens. Well, actually, Armageddon says they are not Martian. They invaded Mars, killed everything that was on Mars, and stayed there. So they're not originally Martians, but yeah.
Hold it, miner! Oh!
He didn't drop his rockets. I might not be able to do a big skip later then. We'll see. If you get too close to the rocket launcher guards, oops. Come on. They will switch to a pistol. instead of the rocket launcher. Okay, sit back. And this is not the intended way to get to the next part of the level, but it is considerably faster than the intended way. Yeah, I like Armageddon. It's a lot of people, it's their least favorite in the series. It might be my least favorite in the series, but it's still a fun game. Even people who say it's their least favorite
Parker,
say
says Kapik
it's
knows
still a
how to
fun
cure the
first-person shooter. Okay. Oh, I should have saved.
I'm coming up there to
Got
help
lucky.
you.
Didn't need to. Okay, come in here. But I liked Armageddon. Unfortunately, it's the one Red Faction game I cannot stream, at least as far as I can tell, because I only have it on PC, and it's too graphically intense for me to play it and stream it at the same time. I might try to figure out how to get it in, you know, super low quality. See if I can get it to where I can stream it, but unfortunately I cannot so far. It's a bit of a longer game, so I don't think I would speedrun it, except for the DLC, which another good person in the Red Faction community, Echo Zero, has the world record for the Red Faction Armageddon DLC, Path to War. I don't remember if these go through walls or not. Ooh, I got hit. These lasers or whatever do a lot of damage if they hit you.
Haha, Parker. So you made it past my little guards. Welcome. You have arrived at an excellent time, Parker. Feeding
Wait,
time.
I'm on your side.
You're dead,
Please,
traitor!
leave me alone.
Here's another Geo skip that I didn't know until I started speedrunning this game.
Hey, over here!
This gate closes before you can get up to it, but you just put a hole in the wall and walk around the gate.
Get him! Give up, miner! Follow me! You're dead, traitor!
Okay, because I really need those rockets. Shoot him with a sniper rifle so he doesn't have time to switch. Reload. How much do you pick up here? Oh, 9. A good amount. That's too short of full ammo. And then, because I'm doing safe strats, I'm gonna kill these
I
guys
must be
ahead of
going
time.
now, Parker. Enjoy your stay among my exhibits. Maybe you
Especially that,
have the honor
yeah,
of
sniper
joining
rifle guy
me
can do a lot of
someday
damage.
soon. Perhaps we will meet again, Parker. You should hope not.
Need help here?
And this again is not in the maybe they thought about it, but it's not the way you're supposed to do this level. You're supposed to go down into that water and then swim a whole bunch to get to the next part of the thing, but you can just geomod a staircase up.
Just you and me, Miner. Oh!
Yeah, the run's going pretty well so far. I just got to remember to save a lot towards the end of the run because they're enemies that have a certain gun. It's a one-shot kill. It's a rail gun. It's also present in Red Faction 2. And if you get hit, you're dead. Which is why I have to save a lot.
This is the feeding chute, Parker. Something is hungry.
Okay, I'm gonna save before this, because if I don't do it right, I die. Okay. Yeah, can put it here. Oh, according to the PlayStation, today is October 13th, 2001. And you're supposed to kill this worm, but if you walk right here against the wall, he can't hit you. If you don't walk against the wall, he will kill you with a melee
I
move.
am waiting for you.
You sure he's got right to do it? Please, don't hurt me. Oh! Ah!
Okay, and then you drop down here. Again, not intended, but it's the fastest way. Kill this guy, get his rockets. I should have enough to do the huge skip that saves about 4 minutes. Yep, I do. Later in the run.
Please, don't hurt me. I just work here. Oh, please, leave me alone. You're gonna die, Miner! Don't hurt me. Please, over here! Go, go, go!
Security now!
Die, scum!
Oh, please, leave me alone.
Call security now!
Ah!
Wait, I'm on your side.
Hold it, Miner!
Surrender or
gun I have equipped now is called the Fusion Rocket Launcher. I think it's reminiscent of the BFG from Doom. And I use it to do a skip or a trick that Intarth taught me, or something I learned from Intarth's runs. I don't remember if he taught it to me or I just watched one of his runs and copied.
You're gonna die, miner!
So this shutter's closed, but if you do this... Oh, okay. Never mind. Can't do the cool trick. You can drop down into the area without... by breaking the glass, and by using the fusion rocket launcher, you kill a whole bunch of them before you even walk in. But unfortunately, I didn't get it. Wow, these guys are terrible. Okay, there's the one that drops health.
I give up. Point.
Okay, let's reload the flamethrower, because I'm about to do a trick with it. Now this trick that I'm about to do depends on frame rate. When you run it on PC at 240 frames, 240 FPS, it is extremely fast. The PlayStation 2 runs this game at 30 FPS.
Capek, give us the antidote for the plague and we'll let you live.
Alas, my dear, you have no say
So it
in
will
who
take a lot longer
dies here.
on the PlayStation 2 than it does on PC or PlayStation 5. With PlayStation 5, I think it runs it at... Okay, I ran out of flamethrower. PlayStation 5, I think it runs it at... now I gotta be careful. Oh, there we go, he's dead. PlayStation 5, I think, is 60 FPS for this game. But on PlayStation 2, it's 30.
He's killed hundreds of miners.
And hundreds more will die unless we find a cure for the plague. We can't save the miners who are dead already, but we might save those who are dying. He's their
So that
only
lady,
hope.
if you've not been paying attention, or that's okay, whatever, to the story,
Hope.
she is the
Who
leader of the
has
Red
hope?
Faction. Her name is Eos. That's her code name.
If you have hope,
I think Eos is a
you
Greek
just
letter,
don't understand
if I remember
yet.
correctly. But she's the leader,
My work.
and one of very few people in the game that you see do something
The plague. There's got to be a cure.
to help along the revolution other than Parker.
Stop the replicators.
But how? How do you stop them?
Antidote. Of course.
Come on, Eos. Let's finish him and get out of here.
We need that antidote, Parker. If you're not gonna help, shut up. Where is the antidote?
Why help you? Hope you all die.
Again, you cannot skip the cutscenes on PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 5.
The formula's got to be in his computer files.
My wife might be
Maybe
coming
Hendrix
home
can help.
shortly.
Parker, you've got to get out of here.
Depends on when she
One
takes
of
her
us
lunch
has to
break.
live through this.
But that's okay. I'm not going to
No
stop.
time to
It's
argue.
just you might
Go
hear
out the
another
way I
person in the
came in.
background
If I
for a
don't
bit.
make it, you must
And you'll
tell
probably
people
hear
there's
some
a cure
Gilmore
for the
Girls
plague.
on her play on her phone.
Self-destruct sequence
Possibly.
initiated. Personnel have 60
Wait,
seconds
I'm
to
on your
evacuate.
side.
It's
The way
usually
I
what
came
she
in.
watches during
Someone's
her
waiting
lunch
outside
break.
for you. There's something you need to do for me. He'll explain. I don't have the time.
45 seconds to self-destruct.
Okay, time for the biggest skip of the run. I think Homard discovered this, if I remember correctly. And you're able to skip a huge part of the level of Grand Canyon.
Parker. Orion says EOS was planning to bring a computer disk to Alto's communications center. EOS had contacts in the
Parker?
Earth Defense Force.
EOS said that if she
She
didn't
thought
come
they'd
out,
send a
you
rescue
would.
fleet if we put out a distress
Said to
call.
give you this computer disk. I don't know why. We need to go to the far end of the canyon. Stop right there! Ah! Don't shoot! I'm unarmed! Stop! Ah! Mercy, please!
Okay, so normally you would just continue on there, and the canyon goes a long ways, and then you have to go through the sewer system, and then take a gondola across to the other side of the canyon. But is it R2? It is not R2. It is R1. It's backwards compared to. Okay, you don't do that. You don't do that. It's backwards compared to. PC. PC right click is the grenade that blows up right away, and left click is the grenade that is timed. But it's backwards. R1 is the one that blows up right away, and R2 is the one that is timed. Okay, so there's the texture that I use to line up. And this is a really cool track, I think. You know, blow our way, if we do this correctly, into the next part of the level. If we don't do it correctly, that's okay. No one else has run this on PlayStation, so there's nothing to compare it against. No one else has run back to back on PlayStation. Come on, don't make a fool out of me. Looks like it's gonna try to make a fool out of me. I'll keep. Oh no, no? That isn't part of it. Come on. Oh, I think I ran out of Geomod capability. I did, unfortunately. So, normally you would take that tunnel up and go to the next part of the level. I'll show you where skip ends when we get there. If this were a regular Red Faction 1 alone run, I would have to reset now, but it's not, so we will keep going. And if I ever run this again, there'll be an easy time save. Favorite gun in the game, the precision rifle. This SCR behind me, the flying vehicle, also has stormtrooper aim. Yeah. Can't hit the broadside of a barn. And that's only true on easy difficulty. If you try to do this on impossible, you're gonna get lit up. Or hard. Or even medium. It's only easy where they're really bad at aiming. Okay, go into the sewer. Or, no, there's a little part before that. It's been a long time since I've done this part. Yeah, I think this is the part where you can skip. Yep, you're supposed to go down through a underwater part of the level, but you can just, if you get it right, come on, you can just jump up the side of that land bridge.
Got some more bad news for you, Parker. Orion still hasn't heard from Eos, but that's not the really bad news. Once you've still no word from Eos, I don't think she made it. First,
Hendrix is
Eos
going through a whole bunch of voice
and
lines
now
right now
Altair's sent
because
in
I skipped part
reinforcements.
of the level where he would be saying different stuff.
They've kept a regiment of mercenaries in
And
reserve.
here is the
Now they're
sewer. I think it's
the
what it's
mercs are
supposed
led
to
by
be.
Colonel
Yeah,
Masada,
based on
a
what
real
the
nasty piece of work.
workers say in the next part
They're
of
all
the level.
butchers, and she's the worst of them.
Though it doesn't really make sense how this would act as a sewer.
I don't know how much longer I can deal with this crap.
Based on its location.
Hey,
Oh,
I'd
oh no,
rather
no,
be
no.
down
Okay.
here where it's
You didn't
quiet than
die.
up top
You didn't
where all
actually
hell's
lose any
breaking
health.
loose.
Just lost time.
I guess, but it really
That's
stinks
okay.
down here. And
This is just a fun run until someone else tries to run this on PlayStation or PlayStation 2 or 5. Keep going. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought it was frozen there for a second. That's how long these load screens are. Okay, I'm going to save because the next thing I'm going to do is a little risky. Should have saved before I tried Grand Canyon Skip, so I could have tried it again.
please.
So this is the gondola. You ride to the other side of the canyon, but you don't need to ride the gondola because this is considered solid ground, even though it's really creepy to try to do this. It's faster because the gondola kind of is slow. Okay. So, if I had been able to do Grand Canyon Skip and made that tunnel, it would have come out that right there. And I would have skipped a whole bunch of the level. But, unlucky. I've never done Grand Canyon Skip on PlayStation 2. I think that you can do it on PlayStation 2, I just never have. Okay, coming up on the part where I need to start saving more often because the
console you
railgun
need to reach is
mercs
at the
show
highest
up.
level of the comm center.
And like I said, they're one-shot kills.
Parker, there are mercenaries in the comm center. Starting to appear all over the complex, taking over from the security.
Okay, there's a really cool skip that not very many people can do in this very next part that I'll talk about. Okay, so they somehow get inside that door and it gets them out of bounds. They jump outside of this elevator shaft and jump into that Aesir and continue doing the level. Really cool to see it done.
Die, scum!
But it's very difficult from what I understand. And it's not possible on PlayStation.
Wait, I'm on your side.
Hit him hard!
Sure hope this works.
If this were PlayStation 5, I would be finishing the game in about 2 minutes. it's not, so I'm...
The airlock at the tower base is open.
down.
I hacked into the security system and overrode its lock.
I'm gonna save right here because we have our first railgun mark, which can kill the run, or kill me with one shot. And make me repeat a whole bunch of the level. Yep, got blue laser right there. Thankfully on easy they do not have very good aim, but on harder difficulties they are like one of the worst parts of the game as far as difficulty. I've likened them to Dark Souls has the Anor Londo archers. If you've ever played Dark Souls, you know what I'm talking about.
Remember the miners on the shuttle that got blown up?
A part that is
to get you to the space station.
Kind of.
We need to take out Alto's missile
once
defense
you
system.
learn it, it is difficult still, but it's not extremely difficult.
Tram tunnels go to missile command.
Once you kind
There's
of
an entrance to the
learn
tunnel
how to
through this
manipulate the AI and all that. But it is difficult. It will always be difficult. And it was so difficult that, according to what I've heard, Miyazaki apologized for putting that in the game. And I feel that the railgun mercs in Red Faction are the same kind of thing. That if, I don't know who ran Volition at the time, but they're brutal, especially on harder difficulties, where they can they have the best aim ever. Might as well be turrets. Okay, and this is kind of a... Oh, I'm not going to save yet. You just sit around and wait for the next part of the level to start.
Parker, EOS
You're
here.
supposed to kill all the...
Found the antidote
if you play
formula
this
and got out of
casually,
there.
but
Glad to see you
that's
made it
not
too.
what's fast, so that's not what I do.
We've got people synthesizing the antidote now. Then we'll see if it works. But you've got to get up to that space station and disable the laser satellite network. If that defense system is still working when the EDF fleet shows up, they'll get blown out of the sky.
I'm gonna blow my nose. I'm gonna mute the mic for a second. Okay. Yes, you're supposed to get out of the car at this point and out of the tram and kill a whole bunch of guys over there, but that's not what's fast. So, saving again because there's another railgun merc who could ruin my day. In my world record PlayStation 5 run, I only saved once the entire run, and that was to do the trick to get through the force field and maintenance. So it was not a coward strat, which, what I would call saving too much. Do what you gotta do. On PC, saving, you have quick save, which is extremely fast. You do it on my mouse, it's mapped to the side buttons, so I can save and load using the side buttons super fast. Whereas, you know, on here, I think it's like 20 seconds for the
I've jammed the missile bay doors closed. All you have to do is explode in the launch base and destroy that part of the complex.
Code red alert. Interior in Missile Command Center. Security response level 1.
Kill this railgunner. There we go. Open this. We got the railgunner in here. Oh, wrong split.
Mom said I'd come to a bad end. This one's for you, Mom.
Manual launch override engaged. 30 seconds until launch.
Run, Parker. Get to the tram and get out of there. That whole area is going to blow.
You have to kill that scientist. If you do not kill that scientist, you will stop the missile launch and you'll get a game over.
20 seconds until missile launch.
Fire at will!
10 seconds until missile launch.
There's a way to get around that, because on PlayStation 5, one of the trophies is getting through the game without killing any civilians. You save, and then you load that save, and he just stands there in that hallway. Or else you can get one of the mercs to kill him with a stray bullet.
Parker, are you still there? Stop standing around and get going. I'm putting a countdown timer for the shuttle liftoff. That's how much time you have to reach it. You can still make it if you hurry. This looks like some kind of motor pool. Check around. A vehicle would get you to the shuttle.
At this point, Hendricks tells you to get in an APC, an armored personnel carrier, because he thinks it will be faster. It's not. It's not faster. And there
Don't stop for anything, Parker. You don't have much time left. The Merc commander, Masako, is sending out a heavy weapon squad to stop you.
Halt or die. Watch the flanks. Die.
Railgun marks are pretty safe because there's a lot of room in this canyon. So it's pretty easy not to get hit by them. So, as far as Red Faction multi-runs, Fusion Rocket Launcher and Mark, there is what I'm doing right now, which is called First Generation, which is playing Red Faction 1 and Red Faction 2 back-to-back. There is what's called Second Generation, which is playing Red Faction Guerrilla and Red Faction Armageddon back-to-back. I think that there on the board there is a category for playing all four back-to-back, which would take a very long time. And even if I could, I don't know if I would. But there's also one category called, I think it's called 2075 Mars Revolt, which is playing, whoa. Okay, that was scary. I'm gonna have to rewatch that, but it looked like there was just a wall in front of me all of a sudden. 2075 Mars Revolt is playing a mod, Red Faction 1 mod called Kava, which is done by a guy named Goober, good guy in the community. And Kava is an amazing mod. It is about the same length as Red Faction 1. Kava takes place before Red Faction 1, and then you play something called Space Station Revised, I think it's called, which is another mod,
Hurry, Parker.
which
They're
takes
starting to
place
seal up the shuttle.
before Red Faction 1. And then you play Red Faction 1. And Intarth has done that run, the 2075 Mars Revolt. He's done that on PC. You have to do it on PC, because you can't play the mods on anything else.
This is the cargo loading system. You might be able to sneak in through the loading.
Okay, you missed. Thank you for missing. I usually like to use a riot shield there to block.
Hurry! They're sealing the doors
Riot
into the loading
shield
dock.
will block one railgun ammo, one railgun shot.
Parker, find a place to hide before the shuttle takes off. Hurry!
Space station, my favorite level. Of the game. Split. Okay. Okay, there are several ways to do this
Gotta
level.
disable
I'm
the
going to
planetary
do the
defense system
safest
before
way.
the fleet reaches Mars, or they'll be toast.
Retreat or die.
Is there health in one of these? No, just ammo.
Wait! I'm on your side!
The mercs are all over the mining complex now.
The safe way is you go up to the top, you open the bottom,
The command
then
center
you
is
set
up
off
this
the
shaft.
nuclear
The escape pods and
reaction,
labs are
blow
down
up
the
the
shaft.
nuclear reactor on the space station, and then you leave. The fast way on PlayStation is to set off the nuclear reactor to blow up before you go upstairs. And then it's a race against the time because you only have like a minute or 40 seconds. I think it's a minute to
Alter has received a message from the NTU EDF fleet.
get out of the space
It was
station
encoded,
via
so
an
I don't know
escape
what it
pod
said,
before
but they're
the
panicking
place
down
blows
here.
up.
They're destroying
Okay.
documents and computer systems, and the
Security,
Merc docking
yep.
bays are swarming with activity.
Don't hurt me! Please!
Kill this guy because he dropped some
Look for
health.
overrides to open the
Never
station's
mind, I won't
doors.
kill him because he's running away. So I'm not going
That did
to
it.
waste the
The
time.
station's lower section should be open now.
Which it's not too bad doing it the fast way. It's nerve-wracking, but you have enough time to press the buttons first and then do the rest of what you need to do. The third way is only doable on PC, and they go out of bounds, and they press the buttons to blow up the ship. They go out of bounds, and then they basically jump. I think they just jump into the escape pod, or where the escape pod is. Going out of bounds on PC is not very easy.
You're in the reactor section now, Parker.
It involves saving and loading and trying to open up a gap between the walls, and usually in a corner. And I'm not very good at it. I've done it, but it took me a long time. Which is why I have not done any out of bounds runs yet. And go. Yep, you get a minute and a half actually on easy. I don't know if it's less time on
Don't hurt me! Please!
harder difficulties. So we're almost through with Red Faction 1. Red Faction 2 is, I think it's faster on PlayStation 2. My time isn't faster, but I think the game is faster.
I can't raise Eos, Orion, or anyone else did.
Reactor overload in 6
Escape
seconds.
pod. Gonna save right here because there's a railgun merc coming up.
trying
right
to
here.
together.
Has ended several runs of mine. Okay, you jump in the escape pod and you get out of there. And of course it has to be just as the thing is exploding, or else it's not dramatic enough. Even though I got there with plenty of time, it's not going to set off until right before the explosion. Okay, only I think 3 levels left. Crash site, Merc Command Center, and Masako's
You still
lair.
alive? I've sent some miners to the crash site to find you. They'll try to guide you to the Merc base.
We've
We're
got
in
an
big
assault
trouble.
team waiting for us.
The Mercs have ordered it. The Mercs didn't have to go after the Red Faction base. That was Colonel Masako's idea. Payback for all the trouble the miners caused. She led the assault. I overheard her radio reporting complete success.
Hey, but I advise. Combined buds and guys right there.
Die, scum!
If you stick to the wall, the guy will shoot. Oop, you stayed alive. Sometimes he accidentally kills himself, shooting at you with the fusion rocket launcher. And this guy coming up right here, we call him Dave. He is a set piece. He will not shoot at you unless you stand there for too long. And he's cannot be killed for a while because he's a set piece.
Death to miners!
Okay. Make this jump. Yep. How you doing? Don't mind me.
Evacuation notice. All companies prepare for loading into evac transports.
Okay, and... Oh, bad end. Just kidding. This always happens. There's only one ending. You get caught and you go to jail.
Hey, buddy, you awake over there? You were a sight when they brought you in, all blood and puke. The medics worked you over and cleaned you up. Don't know why they bothered. They're just gonna kill us all anyway. Something big is happening. Lots of mercs running around, moving stuff. Don't know what it is, but I bet... Red Faction!
Okay. Don't know how this guy got in here, but he got in here, and now we're free to finish the rebellion. Really should have killed him instead of failing. Really should have killed him. Because now I am going to mess your day up.
Parker, I'm in the Merc Command Center. I can see you. There's a squad of miners with me. The whole base is crawling with Mercs.
Evacuation notice. E Company should now be in
Another ground
transport.
Merc coming up, so save. Wouldn't normally do this, but I'm playing it safe. Because this guy has cold runs. Oop.
Barracks perimeter compromised. Battalion security chief respond.
Okay, let's do this trick. Oh, hey guys. Ride the elevator with me.
Emergency shutoff should be on the lowest level of the grid.
Wait, I'm on your side.
Main power shutdown. Emergency generator online. Technician to generator facility. Code red alert. Generator facility compromised.
They should come
Security
back
team
up when the
respond.
emergency generators kick in.
Evacuation notice. C Company should now be in evac transports.
Got it. I overrode the door lock. We're coming up. Wait outside the generator room for us.
I'll do that. This is the railgun that's so dangerous when it's held by an enemy.
Leave me alone.
Also very dangerous in my hands. In Parker's hands, I mean. Come on, Hendrix, let's go. That one's already dead. He has to unlock this door. Hacking. And then trigger for this next load is a little okay. Little odd. Okay, a lot of railgun mercs coming up. Let's see what I can do.
Hurry, Parker. Run for the far doors. I'm going into the control room to help open things up for you.
Well, look at this. Hendrix has finally come out of hiding. Here's what
Evacuation
Mercs
notice.
do to traitors.
Parker, stop them.
I'll do my best.
Let Ultra get away with it all.
You seem to be almost out of friends, Parker. Here come some of my friends to entertain you.
Okay, let's press this button.
I'd stay myself, but I have other matters to attend to.
Thanks for that. No, didn't think so. Okay, we are about to mess some people up. Red Faction 2, by the way, as we'll see shortly, does have autosaves, so you don't have to constantly save. You might lose time if you die. You have to go back to the beginning of the level, but at least you go back to the beginning of the level and at the beginning of the game. Okay, last split. Masako's layer.
Maybe I'll pay a visit to your parents when I get back to Earth. There won't even be a body for them to sob over. You and the rest of the scum will be vaporized in the blast.
I do not have. I thought I had the flamethrower. Oh well. Flamethrower melts their shields for some reason. The way it's coded, it just does damage to their shields. Sometimes whether you're close to them or not. Running out of ammo for this too. Oh, thank you for dying just in time then. And then, oh, come on. The game ends with something that that has not been in the game thus far, and it is something that is failable.
Parker, don't
It's
just
kind
stand
of
there
odd.
gawking.
You gotta defuse this bomb, and I'm gonna save because it is basically you're trying to enter the code, and you have to do it using the buttons. I don't know. You have to get the right thing within a certain amount of time, the right sequence. Okay, so here we go.
30 seconds until detonation. 10 seconds until detonation.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it. Nope. Good thing I saved. This happens every once in a while in my runs. Not so often anymore, because I do have a practice file that I can practice this. But yeah, it's just completely random, the sequence. And like I said, it's something that you've never been... it's not in the game any time before this, so you don't get a skill set that you practice as you go on through the game. Okay, second try. Wow,
30
my
seconds
brain's a little
until
fried, if you
detonation.
can't tell.
Ten seconds until detonation.
You're not gonna get this one either. Okay. One more time. Third time's a charm. As much as a lot of people don't like Red Faction 2, at least it doesn't have a moment like this. Let's go. We can do it. Okay.
It stopped counting down. Did I
And
disarm
there we
it?
go. Switch over. Oh, the disk tray is closed. There we go. Here we go. Red Faction 2. Let's see if we can get this whole run done in less than 3 hours. That would be nice.
Don't screw up, Alias. Chancellor Sopot wants, Chancellor Sopot gets.
This game is also on PlayStation 2, as you saw. There's Red Faction 1 and Red Faction 2, both on PlayStation 2. Oops. There we go. Just wait for Shrike to come around and blow up the store.
Intruder in motor room. All response teams, full alert. This is not a drill.
Wow. Night vision does not look very good on this.
Hey,
On PlayStation 2.
stop!
And
Blast him! Don't let him through! Everything you've got!
oops, come on. I got this good.
Unauthorized access in Central 4. Code red. Code red.
Split when we're going up the elevator, even though it's a very fast elevator ride. Oops, missed.
Core integrity compromised. Initiate self-destruct sequence.
Okay.
Nanotechnology created.
Public Information Building is the name of this next level, but it's got several like sub-levels of it. So this is lobby.
Sudden death overtime! Close the damn door!
I'm no mean. There is no cause for alarm. Do not leave your desk. Your safety is our priority.
Okay, and the next one is marketing, I think. Or admin? I don't remember. The official name for this next... Oh, it's right there. Admin area. What am I talking about? It's on the live split.
Nice shot. Got it. Get on.
Attention. If you leave your workstation, your safety will not be guaranteed.
You ready? Let's go. Hack this next door for me. Don't worry about those guys. Yeah, just come on. Thank you.
This one's taking a bit longer. Got it.
Oh, let me through, please. Trying to get back so I don't do too much damage to myself. There we go.
Alias.
And Propaganda Studios is the next. TV Studios. Next part of this level.
Nice shot.
Don't shoot me, please. Okay. Sometimes that gunship outside can shoot you, sometimes it doesn't. It's being nice today.
I'm better.
Live in the heart of swords.
How's it going, big lad?
The gunman is fleeing from my position now, most likely driven off by brave Sopat. One of the brief stories today is the heroism displayed by this reporter. This reporter did not believe that he was Sopat's clear.
The gunship's inbound.
that was way off. Just keep going though. I think I missed a split, because I think this is to the rooftops. Little tiny skip here. Try to land on that girder, yep. And you blow up this wall. You come through this way. And they died already, I guess, down there. And reload. And let's blow up Sopot's gunship. Or try. I have had to use the bathroom for quite a while, so I wouldn't normally do this in a speedrun, but I'm going to take a lull in the action coming up. I'm going to take advantage of that and use the bathroom real quick. Okay. Okay, I'm back. You're supposed to be able to do this entire part of this level without shooting anybody. I have not been able to do it, but several runners do it. There's this level with the gunship and another level later on in a tank are some of the least liked levels in Red Faction 2 because they're timed. It doesn't matter what you do, they're all going to take about 3 minutes. There's 3 sections of this gunship level and 3 sections of the tank level, and each section takes about 3 minutes no matter what you do. And some parts of it, like I said, you do not need to do anything to get through. And it won't make, if you do things, it won't make you go faster. Okay, this part of the level this next part coming up, you do need to light these guys up. Not all of them. some of them. A little low on health, but that should be okay. This guy's the last one, so okay on. Okay. Some water. Oops, sorry. There is something called a well, it's not called in the game a moral system, but there's a morality system where if you kill too many of your allies or civilians, you get a worse ending than if you help out your allies and don't kill civilians. But as far as for speedrunning, it makes absolutely no difference. I think pieces of candy just kills everybody, which is runner's prerogative. Oh wow, I still got the bonus objective for helping them, even though I killed some of them by accident. Wow, these guys look bad. PlayStation 2. They're kind of like zombies. They've been processed with something called what is it? The nanocell to make them like super soldiers, but instead it made them like zombies. Basically, they have higher health than a normal human, but they aren't very good at fighting. They're relatively slow. This split is called Alone in the Dark. It's part of the level, rather. And I'm guessing it's because someone at Volition really liked the old horror game Alone in the Dark. There's a skip you can get here, which I've never done successfully, where you can jump on the girders and jump in that pipe and do the whole level. Yeah, do the whole level without doing this step. I've never done it successfully though, but the top 3 runners have been able to do it successfully in their runs. Okay. I had trouble getting out of the manhole, but usually you want to get in ahead of that train.
Never turn your back on a train. They kind of sneak up on you.
Top 3 runners can do this with only getting 1 train. I've never successfully done that. I usually have 2. Might be 3 this time because I had trouble getting out of the manhole cover. Unless this is the station. It is the station, okay. We got through with only 2 then. Oops, can't get up. Okay, this next split called Rush Hour is one of the fastest split parts of the run. You do not have to shoot anything. You can even not shoot that box.
Sopot says, mind the gap.
And that was it. That's that level, part of the level. We just hit 2 hours, so it'll be close. I don't think I'll get less than 3 hours, but I think it's still a possibility. there's the train.
It's not healthy here. I need a new strategy. Show them no mercy.
Okay, we're gonna blow up this bridge to stop the supply train for Sopot. Red Faction 1 has, on PlayStation, has auto aim. Red Faction 2 does not. It has something, well, it has a version of it that we call soft aim assist, where it kind of points you in the general direction, but it does not force you to, it doesn't point directly at their chests like it does in Red Faction 1. This is the other section. This is for the tank. And each of these 3 sections of the tank part, the tank level, each of them take about 3 minutes, regardless of what you do. Though there is one part of the level where you can take what the game calls a shortcut. But the problem is, for speed running, it actually takes longer than going the intended route. According to what Intel said, I tried it once and it definitely didn't save time, which you'd think a shortcut would, but it didn't. So the shortcut is if you blow up this wall of this parking garage here enough, you'll go through the parking garage instead of turning the corner here. But it takes longer. Yeah, there's a guy in that building there that screams. Normally, if you're playing this casually, there are little parts where the voice actors come in and say, hey, you need to do this, or we're going to do this, or good job, or whatever. But I have that turned off because it makes for speed running, it takes a little bit longer to let them say what they have to say than to just roll with the punches or whatever, just to play the game. Voice actors, there are a couple famous ones in this game. The kind of general in charge of the main character's name is Alias, and the general in charge of his group is called Molov, and he is the voice actor for him is Lance Henriksen, who was I don't remember his name in Alien or Aliens. I don't remember if he was an alien or aliens, but he was a android in one of those two not games, but movies. And he also played Carl in Detroit Become Human. And Shrike, the guy who's driving the tank right now, who we're not hearing from because I have it turned off, he is Jason Statham, famous action actor. Kind of before he became famous, before he became real big. If you play the demo, there's a demo disc for Red Faction 1 and Red Faction 2. If you play the demo for Red Faction 2, there are different voice actors for Molov and Shrike. It's not Jason Statham and Lance Henriksen. And they weren't terrible voice actors. So some people who don't like Red Faction 2 have used that as a point to say they spent too much money on voice acting, when they could have made the game better by spending money in other directions. But, I don't know. It is what it is. There's a video on YouTube I've watched a couple times at least of the history of Volition. It's called The Secret History of Volition. And I think it was done by Game Informer. That might not be correct, but basically at Volition, who was the developer for the Red Faction 1 and Red Faction 2, and as well as Guerrilla and Armageddon, they thought that Red Faction 1 was going to be a failure, and it ended up being a big success for them. It turned them into a much bigger studio than they had been before. And they thought that Red Faction 2 was going to be a big success, and it turned out not to be, unfortunately. And that caused them to... They were already planning on doing a Red Faction 3 that would have been different, probably, than Red Faction Guerrilla, which was the third game in the series that we did get. But they stopped development and took a break from Red Faction. And look at... Oh, Saints Row. Saints Row is what they started making instead, I believe. They did make Saints Row, but I'm not sure about the timeline of if they switched from that to that at that point. I have not played Saints Row. I want to, but I can't play the first one because it was only available ever on Xbox 360. I think 360. And I do not have an Xbox. Never have had an Xbox. Saints Row 2, though, is supposed to be the best in the series, and it is on Steam. I just haven't bought it yet. I think it's also available for console, but I don't remember what generation. If you haven't heard, though, that the developer who made these games, Volition, has gone under recently. This year, I believe it was. So, probably no more Red Faction games, unless the developer who, unless someone, you know, later along the line decides to make the games, but probably not. these power poles if I can. Okay, now we're getting out of the tank. For an assault on Sopot's base.
Breach in section. Breach in section. This is not a drill.
I need a new strategy.
Oop, wrong way.
Prepare to be a bullet-riddled corpse.
Someone.
It's another fast split there. Destroy this battle armor. And then we just gotta kill a whole bunch of these soldiers until Quill arrives, which is the sniper on our team. Oh, there's my wife.
It's not healthy here.
Hello. I'm streaming.
Surrender.
So don't say anything specific about specific people. Put it on the tower. Yeah, I thought you did that, but I guess she did it herself.
These guys aren't so tough.
Repta, Alias, can you create a diversion for us?
Ammo dump will make a big bang.
Okay, let's do it.
She's right here.
Head straight across the courtyard, through the other gates.
I unmuted, by the way.
Gates closed. Great.
How would you boys get by without me?
Grenade!
Go! I'll stay here with Molo.
These guys just...
Oh, not Gilmore Girls, like I said, it's Andy Griffith Show instead. I said to chat that you'd be playing Gilmore Girls, but it's Andy Griffith instead. think you have to kill everybody to get this door to open, right? Maybe you do.
You heard the boss. Let's get in there. More troops will be on their way.
I'm playing Red Faction 1 and Red Faction 2 back to back. Can you lower the volume a bit, please, especially on commercials? If it plays copyrighted music, my stream will get muted. Thank you.
The good die young.
This battle armor inside.
Stand back. I can take them all.
Okay, our turn with the battle armor.
He's worth more dead than alive.
Now we wait for Rep to open the door.
Another stuck door. As Tenju would say, I know how to handle these things.
Give it up.
Gotta blow up these walls or else you can't walk around. You can blow up those signs, but you don't have to.
They're bringing out the big boys. Let's waste them.
This is one of the few parts of the run where you actually do need to use Geomod to open this up because the battle armor is too tall for it to go under this tunnel without blowing a hole in the tunnel like this. Done with the battle armor.
I didn't sign up for this.
Ooh, don't want that now. There we go. Pick up some health. And
Keep your head down, alias. We're getting closer. Lots of resistance.
okay. The official name for this next split is Missile Silo, but I call it Tyrannicide because we're about to kill a tyrant.
You picked the wrong side.
stuck in here. But we put a bomb on the door, and the door opens up. You can't kill your allies like this.
That's never a good
The guys
sign.
on your team, at least, you can't kill them.
Damn you! Let me in! Go after Soap!
Okay, I think I'm good. Elevator opened up. If you rush the elevator, it's closed because Supot already took it down into the missile silo because he's gonna... I don't know what he wants to do with the missile. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest. He's either gonna shoot it or he's gonna blow up the whole place. I don't remember. And there he is. So Supot is the dictator, and the reason we don't like him is because he created us. We are a nanocell soldier, created using the nanocell. We heal faster and have, you know, we're stronger and heal faster, stronger, and smarter. And now he wants to destroy us, and that's why we started or participated in this revolution. And in this cutscene that I'm about to skip, it turns out our General Molov double crosses us, and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna be the despot now. I'm going to be the ruler of this country." When that was not what we were told, and Alias and Tangier are not happy about that, but the rest of the team are fine with it. So Alias and Tangier have to run away so they don't get killed, and the rest of the team are going to come after us.
Leave it to me.
Sure, I can do that.
For the Commonwealth!
You follow the lady, she goes this way, and this is the way we want to go.
There's more than one of them!
And this is another fast split, because instead of going up in that and going up and down stairs and a whole bunch of stuff, you just jump in there, and we're done. Next split. I didn't know that for a while about that skip.
There he is.
Okay. Comes through here, blow up the floor, blow up the floor again, and drop down through. And kill this guy. Blow up or destroy these planks. And ooh, man, it's so dark, can't see a thing. Okay, this way. Oops, fell in the water. Okay, and this is kind of a dangerous spot because there's so many bad guys. There's so many soldiers fighting you. So you gotta make sure you put them down quick. Go up the ladder. Whoa. Okay. We're in an office building. Coming through. And we come through this way. Up this health. Come around here. Jump on this electrical box, jump on this dumpster, and you jump over the wall. Another relatively fast split. And he was the leader of the Red Faction, the human part at least. And Quill just killed him with a railgun.
Kill the traitors.
And this is a really dangerous part. They have all these, they're called spider bots, I think. And they just come after you hard in that spot. Drop down. And we're about to take revenge for Echo. It's the guy who was in charge of the Red Faction. Ooh, taking a lot of damage. So that's the cemetery. Split. Catacombs. Alright, there's a whole bunch of guys in here as the NICW is telling us. So let's try to clear it out a little bit before we go in. And we drop down in here, where you can't see a thing unless you use, still very hard to see. There it is. Probably, yeah, it's darker for you too, I think. Okay, you come up here. Pick up some health over here. And this is a huge skip that, again, I didn't initially know about. But learned it from one of the top runners runs. Ooh, I can't see. Should have ducked. I've never heard that line before.
Shots are coming from the...
Eat this. Watch it, man.
That guy just tried using an incendiary grenade against me and set himself on fire. And boss fight time with Quill. First real boss fight of the game. Just shoot slugs at her from the railgun. pick up some health. There's some behind the altar here. And this should be it, I think. One more. There we go. And Quill's down. Okay, and this is a bit of a rough split too, but we got Quill's gun to help us out. But basically, you have to stand here while you wait for Tangier to come with a submarine, and you get sniped at. So you just gotta keep putting these guys down. Oops, didn't mean to get that health yet. There's another. There's one. There's one. There's one. Yep, one right here. Those. Guys with the grenades are the real problem. The snipers can't do too much damage. Oh, there's one. Well, there's one here. He's standing still, so let's get him first. Then there he goes. There's another in this pipe here. So this whole time we're just waiting for Tangier to show up with a submarine to take us to the next part of the game. And I don't know if I don't know if you have to kill any of them, because there are parts where you can just hide, but I don't know how long it takes. It's faster if you kill as many as possible, I think. Okay, we're in a submarine. And we're on our way to the nano base where Molov is, and he's creating new nano soldiers to be his new army to protect his rule over the country. So we're trying to gonna go try to kill Molov the same way we killed Sopot. These are pretty fast splits, especially the last one, the right way in, which is a ironic name for that split, as you'll see in it soon, because there's one of the few skips in the game you can get into the nano base faster than you're supposed to be able to. So these things falling down are depth charges, but as Pieces of Candy showed in his second place run for Red Faction 2, if you just stay towards the surface of the water, you take a lot less damage from this stuff. And you can just keep going and ignore everything. On easy, at least. On hard, I'd be dead already. So I am taking more damage than I usually do. We'll see how it goes. Whoa. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're done with the mines. Now we're done with the mines. Okay, get stuck here while it waits to load the next part of the level. The right way in. We're coming up on the nano base. I know you can't tell because, especially on PlayStation 2, it's extremely textures loading in. There we go. So you're supposed to just, you know, circle the nano base, which there's a pillar towards where I'm aiming, where the nano base is. You're just supposed to just circle it over and over again, waiting for Tangier to hack open the door. But I'll show you how speedrunners do it. So you're supposed to just go around and around and around, waiting for Tangier. Oh, she's trying so hard to hack it. Nope. Just crash into it.
Here's where you get off.
Okay, so we are in the nano base.
Just saying, those things smell like roadkill.
Learned this from Pieces of Candy. You jump on this pillar, and it makes it easier to jump over that rail there. Gun I'm using right now is a heavy machine gun. Doesn't have as much stopping power as the grenades in the NXCW, but it does the job. And there should be one there. There he is. Comes out of the wall. There's not a door back there or anything, as far as I know. And we're about to do the second big skip. So we're only like a third of the way, maybe halfway through this part of the level. And you're supposed to go through and shoot a whole bunch more people and get in a whole lot more firefights. But what we do is... Oh, who's shooting at me? I don't know. This... Ooh. Come on. Who is shooting at me? There he is. Ideal to do that without getting shot at. Okay, there we go. Oop. Where's he shooting me now? Okay. This is called girder skip. Because we're going to try to jump into this girder and kind of shimmy our way down. And this skips about half of the level. Or more. And this is a little tricky to do. Took me a lot of practice to learn it. And okay, we just skipped half the level.
Joy killing you.
And we're... Oh, hi Repta. We're about to fight. To the gun. Out of my way, please. Switch to the gun that we're going to use in the Rupta fight. And I can... Ooh, do I... Oh, I do have it. There we go. The Wasp, which is the big rocket launcher. Okay, so let's fight Repta. Got some more rockets there. Some health. Hi Repta. And Repta's got a special grenade launcher that shoots a whole bunch of grenades at once. But I have a rocket launcher that shoots rockets that hurt him very badly. we go. Done. He falls down like Emperor Palpatine into the energy waves. Okay, pick up some ammo and into the next section. It'll be close to 3 hours. We'll see. We're getting pretty close to the end here. Just forget about these guys, as long as they stay out of my way. Oh, haven't seen that guy. Okay, we have battle armor again. You have to kill him before you can open this. Okay. Come on, let me out. Let me out. There we go. Oh, pretty much we got the blind to stairwell skip. It's not really a skip, it's just when you get out of the battle armor, you get like a few seconds of black where you can't see where you're going. I don't know if you can get shot and killed in that blackness, but you can move. But you have to do so blind, like I said. This next section is one of the longest parts of this of the game, longest splits in the game. So now we are destroying the nano base and destroying stuff so nano soldiers can never be made again. That's what's going on in the story. We're gonna be close to 3 hours. Let's see if we can hit it. We still have 2 more boss fights though, so it's up in the air. Definitely glad that I switched seats from the recliner to the seat I'm in now. It's a lot more comfortable. My back is not killing me. Oops. Deploy your way through. And we're gonna see the new nano soldiers that Mulov has been making very shortly. They're pretty cool looking. See that red guy there in my crosshairs? He's the new nano soldiers. So we thought we killed Rupta, just like in Star Wars. They thought we killed Emperor Palpatine when Darth Vader threw him down the shaft. And then they ruined Star Wars. This doesn't ruin Red Faction 2, but that ruined Star Wars. One of the things that ruined Star Wars. Rupta's still alive, oh no, and now he has electric powers. Fastest way to do it is just stand in one spot and let him come to you. Okay. And he's mad. But there he is. Getting out of the battle armor for the second phase of Rupta Plus. Switch to the railgun, reload it. And this is a trick that Kimon came up with, who is first world record holder. Only person to run this game in less than an hour. Is if you do not move when you first come through that shaft, Rupta won't either, at least for a while. So you can just dump some ammo into him. Okay. The ideal way to do that is, I think Kimon and maybe Intarth have been able to get it where he doesn't move at all. You're able to just kill him while he stands there. Okay, where did he go? Where are you, bud? There you are. Come on, reload. Okay. Some more rockets, I think? No rockets in here, I guess. There we go. Bye, Rupta. Dead for real this time. Ooh, this is going to be very close to 3 hours. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Here's Tangier ahead of us, and we're going up the statue of Sopat. Still up here. is on top of where the nano base is. And I guess it's self-destructing because of everything we did to the nano base. So that's why everything is explosions. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Going to be a little risky here because you get health at the end of this. Okay, and final split. This should be less than 3 hours. I split it a little early there, but it's really only the last split that matters. Okay, and Moab, oh no, he's in a battle armor. And Repta's gun is the best way to put him down. Almost dead, or the battle armor on, at least. Because once you kill him, or kill the battle armor, he comes out with a railgun. And the best way is to use the nano pistols, I think they're called. Any health, please? That health regens, but it takes a while. That health pack comes back. There we go, I got it. And...
No! Stop it.
There we go, 256, 31, 55, or 95, excuse me. Oh... Red Faction First Generation Multi-Run done. I will be back in a second. I need to get some water, I need to get something to eat, and yeah. Good though. Let me make a note of when this ended. About 6:11. Okay, gonna mute the mic and...
Alias was decorated for his acts of valor and eventually accepted a position as military advisor.
And I played this earlier, but because I'm gonna be away, getting something to eat and stuff for just for a little bit, I am going to put on the... actually, I might not have it on this